position, and your children don't go to school, you don't attend healthcare here, I don't believe that you deserve to lead the people.
All right, talk to us about the present issue happening right now in Liberia regarding to a new bill that seeks the approval of the legislation before they can approve the retirement of electoral magistrates. Some are saying that this is unconstitutional and it's almost going to foster violence in Liberia. What do you say to this?
Well, I hope it doesn't foster violence. You know, Liberia has had a history of civil wars and which has really destroyed the fabric of our country. And I hope that we do nothing that will cause that to happen. But it is indeed a risk. But yes, the point though, I think Howard mentioned earlier about using the courts to affect the elections. This is another opportunity that we think the government may be using to change the magistrates.
For the next 13 days, I will keep you crying. And you're crying all over the place? What I will continue to do, I've already succeeded in completely demoralizing your base. You're just crying all over the place. I haven't even started. I'm just warming up. How dare you, foolish, desperate people, talk about rescue country. Joseph Boakai couldn't even rescue himself. So when you passing around, oh, cause I did, cause I that. Where were you when I raised the money left and right to feed him and fly him from hospital to hospital? Where were you all sitting there talking nonsense? Talking about cause I ain't got no integrity. I didn't have integrity when I was feeding Joseph Boakai. Your God. Bunch of ungrateful people. Have you heard Joseph Boakai deny that I was raising money left and right to feed him? Have you heard him deny it? He will never deny it because he knows this to be true.
Some of you people thought I was never going to criticize Mr. Boakai. Yeah. Because I went to counties. I'm not criticizing because I want to criticize. I'm criticizing because we said yesterday, former President Weah Ryan private jet. When the Joseph Boakai brought to power, is Ryan private jet for years to go to Southampton. Yeah. But I will speak because people in Saturday saw me when I was passing the road when I come home. Spend my own money to bring him to power because we thought the wrong yesterday was going to be right today. Yeah. I had no regret to vote against former President Weah. But the people that are brought to power will regret why I have to vote for them in people. This country is a better place and will be a better place. Yes, sir. Because there's money in the country that we can live for. We don't need money from outside. So, but we don't want to empower people here. You say that as lawmakers, we have become lawbreakers. We have become criminals. We put all the money in the budget for ourselves and leave them out. I want to challenge some of your lawmakers. Some people say they want this senator. They're breaking all the law. The law you mean you're breaking the law, but you want to go up. We know that. You know why people want to go up? Because they want to increase the time. They say they're too short. You cannot be a cancer, then you want to run blue. You cannot be a lawmaker that disrespecting the law that we made ourselves. Then you say you want this senator, and then you waste your time. Nobody here can be for the government economy. But when we tell people it's not happening, and it will never happen. The only thing they are there for, when last people on their government even say, sanctify people, don't know that money is giving one person and one going in law. But they say that over there is what their family people because they need water. And the person that needs water, and the person sanctify person the water. We implore our family because some people are happy. Because it is a time to be happy. It is no party time when the country is not better. Yeah. It is every party time when the country is better. Yeah. And we give this as a challenge to all of you people. 2029, we may be on the ballot for the presidency. Where we will come here and say, Brother Sakoles, you people will have to appoint a commissioner for Sakoles. Brother Sakoles, they are educated people. It's not about education. It's about how we work on young people. They are people like
that they have failed the Liberians miserably, and that the Liberian people have realized that it was a mistake first to bring them to power. And we too are conscious of the fact that we need to work hard to make sure that we rescue the Liberians. So let them bring reverse too early because you're not doing nothing.
Let's look at your platform. Many times, politicians will have no platform, nothing to say, but yet still people vote into power.
I mean it seriously. Because we have to look at education that is necessary, which will be an icing on the cake, because our country has all the potential. So the economy will bounce back, the young people will be educated, educational training, to make sure we equip them so that people don't come and take their jobs away. United Party is very, very strong on these issues, and we are working on it.
So this actually is a follow-up to what I just asked. What can you tell us about the Growth Party? The Growth Party, you as vice president, and that party started?
So I can tell you, when the Growth Party was designed, all the way into design, we have, up to now, I have the blueprint already. And that road, unfortunately, was to have been launched, and we are going to put it place. But the road project is a very, very important aspect that was turned over to this government. There's nothing about it that is new. All of the agreements were signed, the resources were put together, but the implementation of a road project is a hand in hand with government. The government has to contribute as a counterpart. This government has reneged on their promise. They don't intend to do it, but use investments to themselves.
I mean,
So the road project will
this
have,
government builds some roads, all of it.
yeah, but let's think about road, what they are talking about. They build little community over little cement on the side there, and overprice them. That's what they're talking about. Then this government, everything they do to get something out of it.
If I actually do agree with George Weah's government, number 6 years, what will be percentage-wise to try to run up? How will you grade this government?
Right? They'll be lucky to get a 45, 47%.
I mean, the Minister of Finance tried to build some IMF record, photos confirming how the new currency coming. 35,000 metric tons of rice is in country now. The road from the river to look like you can drive freeways.
So they 45%. Why don't you look at the tent to go to Luca? Everybody going to Luca now to go through Sierra Leone. Most of the people. They go through Sierra Leone. And even now, going through Sierra Leone, just on our side.
I mean, it's the rain season. You can walk through the rain.
You can walk through.
Yes. Similar to the RIA highway.
Yeah, but it's
You have to wait for the rain
but
season.
they don't also work during the dry because they preparing for the rain season starts from the dry season. So if you don't work during the dry season, the rain season is not going to be good for you.
How can you convince Liberians to get
When they were coming, they said they were freedom fighters. When they were coming, they said they were liberators. But when they killed their crown, they changed their mind. When they kill their ground, they change their mind. What kind of people they so?
They are freedom fighters.
What kind of people they so?
They are freedom fighters.
You freedom fighter, you raping our women.
They are freedom fighters.
Freedom fighter, you killing our children.
They are freedom fighters.
Freedom fighter, you destroying our country.
They are freedom fighters.
Ayo, 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 ayo. Ayo, ayo, ayo. Ayo, yo, ayo, ayo. Ayo, 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 ayo. Ayo, 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 ayo. Ayo, ayo, ayo. Ayo, yo, ayo, ayo. Ayo, 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 ayo.
What a way to welcome you on this wet Friday morning across Liberia. Should I say across Monrovia and some parts of Montserrat County, where it's a wet Friday morning. I had to bath under the rain. Yes, man. Just to be here. And it's good that we are here to continue with your job, the Liberian people's job. Good morning, folks.
They are freedom fighters.
What kind of people they so?
They are freedom fighters.
It's an interesting Friday morning right here.
They are freedom.
A friend of mine said before,
Killing our children.
he said before we used to be looking for news all around. But nowadays, we can say the news that walk to us and say, hey, yeah, I am. Then we choose amongst them. So if you see some of us, sometimes we playing with phone, doing all these things. We are here looking amongst the many news that we continue to receive here on behalf of our country, all across our country.
Music.
This country will not burn. That for sure I can say. Liberia will not burn. And guess what? While we were expecting our president in country on yesterday, an unfortunate situation occurred while he touched down the Rabos International Airport. Lies has its own way of coming back to you. Whenever you try to lie to people continuously, it has its own way of coming back to you. And this is the case with the government. The first time we had an issue at the Rabos International Airport, which was then an electrical issue, the guys from the Rabos International Airport were brave enough to sit before the people's direct representatives, and in fact released press statements and other things, alleging that the electrical outage was as a result of the birds. And this time again, even when the president's life was threatened, when the president's survival was threatened, when Liberians at a certain point in time thought, hey, we are about to lose our president, God has its own way of helping. We told you, Baka will not run away from this 6 years. Whatever the case is, he will come back. Even if he gets sick, they carry him in Ghana, they will treat him, they bring him back. He will finish the 6 years. Because we cannot, and we are not prepared to see our country move into something else. So gratefully, God was able to save our country of a calamity on yesterday. We dive into that conversation right here. And guess what? Yesterday, Abu and I spoke about the situation at the John F. Kennedy Hospital, where patients who are going there to undergo dialysis section I've been requested to pay money. And you will not just pay the money, but sometimes you pay the money and they tell you go come back. The equipment or the materials that we are supposed to use have finished. And so we'll bring you recordings from patients, several other Liberians who are faced with medical complications that are surviving only on dialysis section. We'll bring them here. You listen to their voices and then you know where we are. This is our country, Liberia. We have to speak truth to power. No matter what it is, if you think today is not working against you, you have to be careful and rethink your decision, because the very system that is working for you today that you are appreciating could work against you. And you start to cry. What you expect when you are today the loudest of our noise makers? You sit and criticize when people want to bring the government to a point where they realize and understand what is going on. You want to criticize. So what if it start working against you? What you expect us to do? This is our country, Liberia. And guess what? The audit report from the Ministry of State for Presidential Affairs, I can confirm that the president's daughter is captioned on that supplementary list, and she's making more than 4,000 or close to 4,000 United States dollars. I will bring you the list so you see for yourself, and not just the president's daughter, but guess what? The Minister of State for Presidential Affairs, Sylvester Grisby, got his relative, I think his son or his brother, on that list, and also making close to 4,000 United States dollars of Liberian people money. These plus many others line up for you here on this Friday. And guess what? Today is Friday. We are giving out five is 25,000. Yes, we are giving out 25,000 Liberian dollars here this morning. And all that you have to do this morning, just dial *799*11#, and just for 200 Liberian dollars, you select the currency you want to play from. If you got money, but you have to firstly be Lone Star Cell subscriber. You have to have money on your Lone Star Cell MTN mobile money. And then, yes, either USD or LD. But if you want to play from your LD account, you must have at least 200 Liberian dollars. Or if you want to play from your USD account, you must have at least $1.50 on your USD account. So if you want to play 3, 4, 5 times, once you dial *799 *11#, *799 *11#, you okay. And then give it just a few seconds. The list will appear. The next thing you'll be asked which currency you want to play from. And then depending on which currency you got money on, you can choose whether LD or USD. Just reply and then enter. Once you enter again, after a few seconds, they will ask you how many tickets. So at that point now, you will tell us how many times that you want to play. So if you want to play 5 times, for example, and you got $1,000 on your phone, just hit it, put in 5 and enter, and then automatically you'll be asked to enter your mobile money pin. You do it, you're good, and you stand a chance to receive 25,000 Liberian dollars right here on the Freedom Morning Rise. So it's up to you. We are here. The time check is 8 minutes up to 8 o'clock, and of course, we could see between now to 8:10, 8:15, if we can reach a threshold here of 6, then we'll do a draw right here. But we will be giving out 25,000 hopefully, and then giving out 5,000 as well, and of course 2,000 and 1,000 to our African players right here this morning. So everybody on this program this morning, everyone is a winner, and it's up to you. All you do, *799 *11#, and then yes, you reply with the currency you want to play from, how many times you want to play, you move on, and then yes, we're good to go. Let me cross over to welcome Promise Babu. Promise, good morning, welcome.
Good morning, Ega. Good morning, Liberia. Good morning to other Freedom FM critics. Good morning to those who love us and the things that we say, knowing that we're saying the truth. It's another great day to be here. As Ega said, we have so many things to discuss, and we don't want you, those that are on the live, to get tired and go off, because if you happen to go, trust me, you'll not get all of the informations that we have today. But howbeit, we are still here, and we're going to bring this rescue government to their feet. We are not doing it because we hate the government. We are doing it because we want what's best for Liberia. And we are doing it because we want, if a politician having to promise this country a better Liberia, trust me, we are to hold them to their feet till it is done. So stick and stay with us as we go through.
Yes, of course, stick and stay with us as we go through. And it's good that we are here. Gratefully, we are here and celebrating the life of our president. This country, God said, no, we're not prepared for yes, sorry, but it's good. We are back here, and like I said, we are here celebrating our president, but it was actually an unfortunate situation. We'll dive into that conversation here. But we here, we want to give you money. So I don't know what's his name, Joe Silu, right? Joe Silu, you have to hit my inbox if yes you want to get it. You have to hit my inbox. So just just hit my inbox and on Messenger, and I will do just as you requested. So just check. The name is here. The name is there. I want to reply, but this new system is difficult to do so. So Joe, you can just hit my inbox, and yes, we will do just as you requested. So this is where we are. You know, we have to be accessible and available to our people because these are the people that can give us. Yeah, these are our insiders that can give us credible information. They give it, then we'll go do fight fundings and all of that. And then we're here. So it's good that we are here. Like we said, we want to, while we are here, we'll be giving out money to you. But promise, what's up? This is another weekend. And this weekend, nobody have to, I know already the weekend will be great for you. Because, yes, that's why it is. So what's up?
I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm glad to be here again. Yeah. I couldn't miss this show for anything.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Even with the heavy rain, I had to get on the rain heavy this morning from my end of Monserrado. It was a very heavy rain, and I had to just muster the courage, get under it, and I'm here today. Only because of Liberians, and it's good. I could not have been here today if actually not because of you, our cherished followers, and so because of you people, we are here, and trust me. We are here for you and we will do what is right. Just us on that. So, like we said, 25,000 is up for grab this morning and star 799 star 11 hash. And then, yes, it's a code. You stand a chance to receive 25,000 here this morning. Crime Stoppers Liberia, under the stewardship of Omer Sam Sion, is proudly associated with the Freedom Morning Rise, and it's good that we have a partner like Crime Stoppers Liberia. So, but promise, you was on the internet on late last evening. You follow on some of the trending issues, except the issue of the dialysis section at the JFK,
I think I followed that.
The how you call it, the president arrival and the situation surrounding his arrival, and maybe the audit report. You've been able to go through the audit report.
Yeah,
and not just the audit report, but we've been able to have, the audit report accused the current government of putting over 74, or we should say 74 Liberians on government payroll without following the proper channel. And yes, that is something we can say for a fight. And we've been able to lay our hands on the names that were included on the government supplementary payroll right here this morning. And trust me, we'll be reading out some of the names. We'll call the names here, so you read it and tell us whether you know these people, any of these people that we are going to be calling out here. Trust me on this. We got the name. Their names are on the Liberty account and the USD account and all of that. So we will be calling them out here so that you can tell us if you know any of these names. You just have to tell us, hey, this person is associated with this person. This person is associated with this person. We must save this country. We must learn to save this country. It's interesting. Our country money is being dished out amongst people like crazy. 74. We've gotten 74. We want to share these names and list out so you know where we are. But just giving a few seconds, we want to share these names on our live Facebook feed. So for those of you who are always following, if you have the internet, just be there, whether WhatsApp or whether the Facebook or YouTube, just be there, and then you will follow up on all of the conversation. But promise, like I was asking, besides the president's arrival, the situation surrounding the president's arrival, the dialysis and all of that, the GSC report. What's the latest GSC in town? You get any of it, or some of the names? You've been able to see the names?
Yeah, I did, and I even
you know some of them. whether they are related to somebody that we know or some of these
Yeah,
people?
yeah.
Okay.
So-
So besides the president daughter that we know and Sylvester Crispy brother, right? Beside these two, beside these two, you know any of these people that they are named? 74. We got 74 from 1 to 74. We got it. We display it on camera, so you can see it and tell us whether these people, you know, any of them. We have to. We must save this country. We must. You can't be claiming that you want to do the right thing. You came to do the right thing. And I listen. If you follow us on the teaser section, we had a recording from Omen Boakai, now President Boakai, when he was in opposition. Some of the things he said, some of the promises he made to Liberians, we got them right here on this radio. We can play them out here, and all of what he said. This is the time for you to implement these things. You cannot be saying you came to do the right thing and you still continue to do the wrong thing. So the GSC report, just so we can start maybe on this note, the GSC report cleared it like we discussed on yesterday, Abu and I. The GSC report underscored the fact that the previous government under George Weah brought on people or recruited people on the supplementary payroll without following the right procedures. So the GSC report, I have not come across any point where the challenge or the report challenge or question the availability of these people whose names were included, over 700 plus names included, recruited by the CDC government. If you've seen that, I will want you to just send me that specific part. But I have not seen a point where or a place where the availability of these people were questioned. But what was said by the GSC is that these people were recruited without without following the procedures. And now this is it. And this is where people from the previous government will have to, especially people who were connected directly to these processes, will have to come now to speak to some of these issues being discussed. Because to the best of my knowledge, these people who were on the government payroll are people who today, all of what were needed to be done, all of the processes that were needed to be done and followed to ensure that these people I recruited legally, all of them were being done. But I think it was a process or two, the final step, to get these people now fully comply with the protocol and standards of what it takes to recruit people. So efforts were made. These people, the only thing I'm sure they did not do was to set the civil service text, the text. I'm sure they can do a text before getting recruited and all of that. So the only thing they did not do was to take the test. But I'm told they sat interview, they presented letters and presented all of their documents and credentials and all of that. So all of these formal steps were being followed. But again, when you want to be in position and want to be acting slow, or the bobo can say like a daseko and all of that, you be acting like you. So when you want to do things slowly, sometimes they catch up with you, then it puts you in a position where people start to criticize your activities. These things, the formal and proper steps were being followed by the CDC administration, but apparently the people who were at the helm of authority at that time felt, oh yeah, we'll do it. It is something that we already got the documents, all of the credentials of these people, we got them and we'll do it properly and all of that. Now, you did not do it. You did not complete the formal step. And today, the people say, the GSC said you did not follow the step. And anything, the people can say, anything that is not done legally and properly, it is not done at all.
Of course.
So all of what you did, all of the efforts you made, call these people to present their credentials, their letters and all of that to you. You call them for interview, they start the interview and everything. But because you did not conclude the final step of this process to ensure that they fully comply with what the law says, today you are being questioned. And that's good. The people are not, the GSC not telling you, say, oh, CDC recruited people we cannot account for and all of that. But when it came to the rescued mission, when it came to the current government's own names that were included on payroll and all of that, the guys are telling us, the GSC is telling us, they requested on several occasions, they requested the relevant authority to bring these people for hair count. You can hear Josiah Joker talking about hair count every time. But at the Ministry of State, these 74 persons their name were placed on the government supplementary payroll. These 74 persons could not appear for hair count. Why they could not appear? Apparently because they are all ghosts. You can see spirit, my man. The people were there, but you couldn't see them as spirit. So we want to display them on camera, the names. We want to display them on camera. So you see them and know some of these names. We'll start from the names here. We'll start from 1 to 74. We'll show you both Liberty account and the USD account. So you know what is happening, where we are as a country and as a people. So while we do so, just continue to play your cash giveaway, *799 *11#. And yes, we here. We could be doing a draw to give out maybe 5,000 very shortly. So let's try to display these things on camera. Then we could be doing a draw right here. Promise. Let's get this thing. Is this the Liberty account first? Let me see. Let's see what the Liberty there. Please check it. Okay, the 20% gross in LD, right? This is it. Let me get this on camera for you. So for those of you who are following us on our live Facebook feed, you will see it appearing shortly on your screen. And this is it. So okay, let me try to make it more. So I hope you can see this clearly. So number 1 from over there. Let me be looking at it from my phone because from here where I sit to the computer is a bit far from me, so I'm unable to. Okay, so this is the Liberty component, and the US exchange rate is as of April. As of April is 192. That's what they say. 192. So this is it. This is it. Number 1 there we have with us Sita Thompson. Sita Thompson. The first name is Sita, the last name is Thompson. Laundry lady. She's making $4,608.29. Yes. In LD. So we'll go to the USD, but yeah, take down that one. The next name here is Genderling Tabolo. She's a caretaker. 4,000, the same $4,608.29. Kulo Jeff is a gardener. And at the Liberty here, we'll go to the USD. He's making the same amount. Hawa Kemukai. This name sounds familiar. Number 4 is Hawa Kemukai. Hawa Kemukai is caretaker, 4,600, the same amount. Christopher at number 5 is Christopher Smith. Christopher Smith, who is the RT technician, he's making $16,513.06. Yes, in LD, the LD. So income. So the names are just. So let me get to the president daughter. Where is 70? Okay, so she's not here on this list. She should be somewhere around 71. Yeah. The number nine is Florence Camara. Lady in waiting. Which one you call lady in waiting? Which one are the position? You there? You please tell her. You please tell her the position. Why they call lady in waiting? So there is a position on the supplementary payroll where Florence Camara is serving, and she's making $118,087.56. That her LD that she's making $118,000, and the position she get there is lady in waiting. Lady in waiting. That why I see here on camera. You can go there, number 9. If you're following from the Facebook feed, go to number 9. A lady in waiting with. Then we got number 10. We got James Bay. James Bay is the director of protocol. He's making 29,000. Why is this person making 118,000 and James is making 29,470?
Just because she's lady in waiting.
So what is the lady in waiting?
James is the director of protocol. So
what? No, I want to know what their position called lady in waiting. Who you call lady in waiting? So maybe the lady in waiting position is higher than the director of protocol. So maybe we have to understand what the guy, and I think so far on the Liberty Data component of the salary here, okay, we get another person here. The one that I get huge money that I want coming call. At number 38, we get Dr. Adam Kine. Oh, Kine, you're like the person, yeah. So Dr. Adam Kine is here as a advisor. He's making $172,811 in LD. We get to the USD so you can know how much you're making in USD. And we get to number 37, we get Hussein Golafali. Hussein Golafali, I hope I'm a man Hussein who can be changing in here. Hussein Golafali is here as senior administrative assistant, and he's making $115,207.37. So yeah, that the one that in 100, they get plenty that in 30, 20, 40. We get in here, but a huge one. So we come down. This is let's go to number. This is number okay from 1 to 48. Let's go to 49. We'll go to 49. The huge money. Okay, another person here. Lester J. Slum. Lester J. Slum is special assistant. He's making $115,207.37. So if you all know all these people, okay, then we come to the president's daughter. Renda Bwakai. Renda Bwakai. You want to you have to go to number this one is to number 69. Let's go to the next page on the camera so that people can see. I'm sure this is it. Okay, 49. Okay, this is 49. You see in there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's check out from this. Check out from the Facebook. Let's see whether it's being displayed on camera so that people can see for themselves. Let's try. I want to confirm something. I want you to see what we're reading here. We're not making up stories. We're not reading something from the Blue Moon. We got it. Okay, so we got it. Okay, we got it. Just that we have to. So it's on camera. So let's go to number 69. So that a huge, and we said we're looking for the huge. Okay, somebody is here making 285,000. So Sir Charles Entwo. Sir Charles Entwo is the chief of staff. He's making $285,138.25. $285,138.85. So it's the gross, okay, the gross salary. So then we get the, like we said, let's go to the president daughter at number 70 on the Liberty component is Renda Bwakai. She's executive aide. They get plenty of position in government too, executive aide, and she's making at number 16. Is at number 70. So if you see here, okay, number 70. This is it, number 70. She's Renda Bwakai, the daughter to the president. She's making $118,870.59. Or $87.59 it should be. And then we come to 71. We come to the 71 is Evan J.M. Grisby, connected to the minister, Sylvester Grisby. Evan J.M. Grisby is aide to the minister, and he's making $118,000. So he and the president daughter making the same but he owed the president daughter small. So he's making $118,663.59. So that is it. So the total money from 1 to 79, the total money that can go out in Liberty is $3,868,400 $413.98. So after all this, one will come down to $3,553,456.74. Let's move to the Liberty. I want to get the US. I hope I got this US. Okay, this is the US dollar component. Cameo, please give me just little chance. I want to get the Liberty, the US dollar component. It should be. Oh my God! Don't tell me I lost this. So I will get the US dollars. I had it here. I will get it in like JFIC. I will get it. Just give me a couple of meanings so you can know how our country is being exploited. So you can know where we are heading as a country and as a people. We just want to pass in on this so you can know that these things are happening. These things are real, and these things are haunting our country's progress. These things are haunting our country's progress. I'm looking for the US dollars, so I want to get the US dollar component of what it takes here. Okay, so we told the US. Okay, the 80% in US. The 80% in US. So we just go to the one that I get plenty of money. The US dollar component of this. This Sator who are making $285,000 here is making $5,948 in US. $5,948 in US. Blah 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 blah. Where are we? I want to go to the who are making. How they call us? That. Okay, yeah, we see Lady in Waiting. So Lady in Waiting here is making $2,460 in US plus the 285,000. So Lady in Waiting, at least we get position now. So the thing is just too much. And this Sir Charles Nyantua is here making $5,940, and several other persons here. It gets too much. I just want to just pass in on this. Then we'll go to the president daughter here. On this list again, she's at 69. But where is Crispy? I'm not seeing Crispy, brother. Okay, he's to 62. So at 62 is James. That's Ivan J.M. Gillespie. Aid to the minister is making $2,462 or $72 in US. $2,472 plus the LD that we hear call. Then we go to the president daughter Randa Bwakai, executive aide. She's making $2,460. Blah 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 blah. That is it for our country. You can know where we are. So these are names that make these people available. The ministry could not make these people available, and this is it for our country. It's terrible, and the list is just too long. If you one day, I will send you everything so you can read it, so you know where we are, how our country is being exploited. These are the people who said they were coming to rescue. These are the people who said they were coming to do everything to ensure that this country is on the right path. But today, all we can see is the president daughter on payroll making good sum of money. Sylvester Gillespie, brother on payroll making good sum of money. Now the supplementary payroll, and you saw the government, the ministry stamp, you saw everything. This is Liberia for you and I. And maybe we can take in just a few calls on this topic, and then we move on to something you got. So yes, then we can just move in on this. Except Promise got something to say. Then we'll come back. We can do a draw *799*11#. Reply with the currency you want to play from, and you stand a chance to receive 25,000 here or 5,000 Liberian dollars here on the program this morning. So Promise. Go ahead. Yes. This country is bleeding.
Liberia is beautiful. Yeah, you know, there are people who were on that same list, I think a year ago. And then there's very same minister. She said that they went there, they didn't go there the right way.
Okay.
Yeah, that was the
Is
statement.
the very same names?
Yeah, no.
Different.
So the first people that was removed,
Oh, okay, yeah.
but that's not it. My friend is saying, "I one I can't talk." But the thing here is, if you read her response to Julius Jet, you will understand that politics was played.
Okay.
Yeah.
So just share with me. Let me try to read her
So
response here.
she responded to Julius Jet, and she
okay.
said, "You know, I was kind of shocked when I saw her respond because having such person saying that they met the system like that."
Oh, that the justification she gave?
Yeah.
Okay, so let me see. You can go on while I'm reading it down.
Said they met the system like that, and there was nothing put in place for them to do the right thing or bring in those 74 persons the right way. So they just had to do it like that because they couldn't allow the office to be unstaffed. She even went as far as elaborating on that there was no attendance records of those people that she put down. So those of you from the Ministry of State that are listening to this program, we are encouraging you people to call. Those of you that was put down, we are encouraging you people to call because it is only from you we will know the story. If you cannot call, you text, we will read whatsoever you have to say out loud. And then we want your name because you're already down. There's nothing to hide, right? So she said that she cannot leave the office unstaffed, and they met it like that. There has nothing has been put in place for her to do the right thing to employ those 74 people. Then it is brought back to me saying it was because the past leadership never wanted opposition like or leader in waiting to be making that huge amount for position that we don't know the function. And if you really take a look at this government here, you understand that they are just creating positions to just step on the people of Liberia and just take their money away. That's the only thing this government is doing. The leader in waiting. In waiting of what? Is she going to replace Katumu? Is she going to replace the wife of the vice president? Or is she going to replace the wife of the minister of state? So what is she in waiting for? What is she waiting for? Because we are not understanding that position. So since Corporal beautiful daughter can address issues, we think she needs to start breaking down those positions to make us to understand the things that people are doing in that ministry. Because you said you couldn't have left the offices unstaffed, but you were willing to put down those people who were fending for their families only because of selfish and political reasons.
So, Promise is interesting. I'm reading her response. I'm reading some of her write out on Facebook, and I want to read this out for the public so they listen and know where we are. What's the justification? So this is becoming now between the Ministry of State through Colonials and of course the GSC. So Colonials is making the GSC to appear outside there like they are lying on the Ministry of State. Like what all they are saying are all false. We will give your money very shortly. We come and do even when a 5,000 and 1,000 job will do it. But let me get you what Colonials is saying to us about the GSC's report that 74 persons were added, and this is it. So when the government took over, there were people on the list on the same supplementary payroll. And Colonials and her people said these people, because they are connected to George Weah and the CDC government, these people could not work within their administration, and that was clear. These people could not work within their administration, so as a result of that, they needed to get rid of these people. So this is a Cornelius is proving to us now today that the reason that dismissed people at the Ministry of State was not because the government did not follow the proper channel, no, but because they were associated to George Weah, or it was during the George Weah administration that these people were recruited. And let me read out her justification, her response to Julius. This clarity was provided to GSE but considered inconsequential for audit processes. That is what she said. I'm sure this is the start of a communication, right?
Yeah.
If you tell GSE when we took over, there was no policy, but we needed to hire people and could not develop a policy before hiring because the president's office needs to operate. This does not negate the fact that there should have been a policy, but there wasn't one when we assumed the administration. So this is it. Cornelius is telling us all along, maybe from the Unity Party first administration under Madame Saliv. Okay, semi. So maybe under the Unity Party first administration under Madame Saliv, no policy was designed on how to hire people. So no policy was designed at the first. No policy was designed on how to hire people. But let me go to the first one. Okay. Why wasn't this response given to the GSE one, which has the technical with HERA to verify? I think it should be right. You just say that to verify anything you said. The only response given to GSE was, we acknowledge your recommendation. This clarity was provided to GSE, but consider inconsequential for audit purposes. 1. If you tell GSE when we took over, there was no policy, but we needed to hire people and could not develop a policy before hiring because the president's office needs to operate, this does not negate the fact that there should have been a policy, but there wasn't one when we assumed the position. So even though she's admitting or she's saying to us that there wasn't a policy when they took over at the ministry, there wasn't a policy on how to hire. So people within the sector, people who were responsible for these things during the past administration will have to come and speak with evidence. Because this is the very same lies that these people live on and came to power. So they feel like today they can still survive on these lies. So you have to speak. This is no time to sit supinely and act diplomatic. No. The Unity Party is showing you radical politics. They are showing you radical politics, and you must respond the same radical way. The same way you did when the Minister of Public Works went and lied on the roads and other things that the previous government funded and concluded conversation and fundings for. This is the same way people from the Ministry of State should start coming up to speak. So this lady is telling you that there was no policy. You came to power, or the CDC went to power or came to power and did not see a policy. Maybe Madame Saliv herself did not leave a policy there. CDC went there and did not develop a policy or see a policy or even develop one. They worked the same lawless way, and they too came and they dismissed people because they said these people weren't hired the right way. These people, they say, weren't hired the right way. So if you claim that there was no policy on how to hire people, why couldn't you work with the few that were already there, or the ones that were already there? Why couldn't you work with them? Why you put in place the proper manual or proper plans on how to hire people? But you said when you took all these people out, even though you believe, you said according to you that no manual is prepared or was prepared on how to hire people. Now, have you prepared this manual? Have you been able to tell us how we can hire, or people can hire people at the Ministry of State? And this is it. Let's continue with our write out or justification. Therefore, GAC will report that the action were taken in the absence of a policy. However, at the time of the action, there was no other option. We could not keep key offices on staff. There were people there already in those positions. You took them off because you felt they weren't hired the right way. So you took them off and brought in people also you yourself not following the right way. You see how deceptive and how these guys continue to lie to the public. How long it would take you Liberians to understand what these guys are on? They are there for themselves. The names you mentioned here, did you hear anyone name from the slum communities? Many of you who were running in the Pupu water, your name was I will share this thing on my Facebook page so you can see whether your name is on that list. You dance in the Pupu water, Joey Go, Buka dancer. You dance to that song or to those songs. And today, your name is nowhere on the supplementary payroll, but all we can hear Grace Pay, Buakai. These are the people, the Sa, the Numa. These are the people that we can hear about on the supplementary payroll. People taking 285,000. They call them lady in waiting. Which position to that Ministry of State they call lady in waiting?
So someone said lady in waiting for the replacement of the Minister of State in case he sneak out Babaka. So no problem.
This country is bleeding. These guys are looting our country, and when they leave, if we give them the opportunity to stay the 6 years and leave, just us. This country, like Bwaka said, will not have a Liberia.
And she's saying that the offices couldn't be left
on staff, but there were staff there.
And then you remove those people because you said they were not brought in the right way. So why you didn't wait? Continue doing the work yourself and then make things right and bring in your own people.
You could leave these people there.
Thank you.
Supervise them while you plan and set up the proper way through which you can hire people. If you were ever serious about hiring people the right way. So the Grace Pay we're hearing about, Grace Pay is one of those who are hired the right way. I know Eva JM Grace Pay. The Randa Bwaka we're hearing about, is she one of those? So this is it. Count two. Why is it the auditor could not physically verify individuals even after your ministry was given additional time to do so? Wow. Come here, I want to get this from a clearer picture. So this is I want to get this from a clearer picture to read it clearly. Okay, to two, right? Count two. There have been 2 sets of physical verification conducted by at the Ministry of State since our administration by the CSA and GC. So you see there. So people that they can pull by their nose. One responsible Josiah Jokai, who himself has turned to be a liar, contradicting himself. He go on the other side, he say the people included people on government payroll. Funanti Kofa included people on government payroll that sum up to 43,000. Then he go on the other side and say Funanti Kofa included people on government payroll that sum up to 1.5 million. He's contradicting himself all over. So that Josiah Jokai now they're using to be doing their clandestine things and stealing from the government and think say they're doing the right thing. So Josiah is one of them too. He's a political nonsense too. So they feel working with him is the right thing. So they say, so una Josiah they could. So you say you did the verification under Josiah Jokai and the GC. So what stopped you from doing it under the GAC when you knew pretty well that the GAC was there to conduct an independent verification that was needed by the country and to prove how your government is operating? So Josiah Jokai verification and all the other verification and the GAC verification, which is important for the integrity of the government. I think that Josiah can be on that politics. Josiah, you're passing when he see you, when he eye you, he look at you and go and dismiss you because he feel you are with CDC. Because he feel you are with George we are. So Josiah own verification now in the GSC. Which one got a serious integrity issue on your government? Count 3. Why is it their job descriptions do not match the ministry's job policy manual? And she says, MOX has no job policy manual and did not have one during the conduct of their process. As per their recommendation, the first system audit, our various policies have been drafted and are currently undergoing final validation by the senior management team at MOS. So Lele is trying to she's trying to make the GSC to appear political. This is a long thing because of it's a long thing. So she's trying to make the GSC to appear political, and this is where the GSC itself is expected, or the GSC should be able to come out and speak to some of these issues. You cannot sit and allow somebody to use you, put you in the deck, and then you say you won't sit there and just play the diplomatic role. This lady is here spoiling and tarnishing your credibility. All the things that you did, the lady say you lying. You did not. You yourself did not do the right thing. Yeah, maybe promise you can speak to some of these issues. And yes,
everything we have said, to be real, the list is long, and being educated doesn't give you the right to defend everything that you have done, even if you know is wrong, only because you want to prove that you are educated. Those people that was removed from the Ministry of State payroll, those people were Liberians. Those people are entitled to work in their country. Those people that were removed, they were qualified to be caretaker, gardener, and even laundry person. Seriously, those people who were removed, they deserved that job. But because you wanted to play politics instead of playing politics, thing that you could have never done was done by the past government. So you decided to remove those people from their jobs to give it to your own people.
So give them grace pay and Baka.
And you couldn't even give it to the amount of people that was even needed to be working in those positions. You couldn't give it to them because you wanted the salaries to be high. You wanted people to benefit more instead of everyone benefiting. And that's bad. You cannot come into a country that you claim to rescue, and instead of you rescuing this country, you are pushing every citizen into the mud. And you just want everybody to be happy. Oh yes, the people are rescuing. You are not rescuing anyone. You only came out to rescue yourself, which you are doing so fine, to the extent that you are so brave to even come up and say you gave counts on things that are happening. You said that the people were employed illegally. You said from the time those people started to work, you don't have any attendance record. If you read down, you see she said there was no attendance record to verify that those people work in. But you that said
GSC could not get any attendance record.
Then they would even talk about it. So let's be real. We are giving a question out to you people from the Ministry of State. If you ever work there or you are still working there, we want you to call us and tell us, right? If there was no attendance being taken at your time, or you people are not doing attendance, you just tell us so we can know.
And also, please tell us, you people who have worked there, please tell us, let us know which one of the position you get, what they call Lily in waiting. I'm really interested in that position. I want to know. Let's speak calls here. Morning.
Good morning.
Morning, you live.
I'm calling from Fleetwood.
Maybe go ahead. Go ahead.
Everything that woman says is lie. I was working over there.
Okay.
How much I was working earning $350 with 5,000 Liberian.
Okay.
So if these people, because I was special aid to a minister, so if these people can give a special aid that amount of money, then that means they didn't do well. But anyway, I know it's all lie. But let me tell you, that woman went over there with her own team. She went there with her controller. She went there with her special assistant. I mean, she went there with her own team.
You said you were working there before, right?
Yeah.
During your time there, which one of the position you had there? You call Lele in waiting.
Nothing was there like that, my brother.
But Lele in waiting. Lele in waiting is making 285,000 plus I think 2,000 plus 2,940 Liberty. That's it. USD.
My brother, they put you to rescue themselves, yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Look, all of that $350, I was doing my master's. My daughter was going to school. Up to that, my children not going to school. I stopped.
Wow.
People are wicked. They are wicked, but they'll get a result.
Okay, let's talk to this person. 0776 104 104 86 500 104. Are the numbers to call us on? Tell us which one of the position you get to that ministry you're calling in waiting.
Good morning.
Good morning, Chief. Good morning.
Yeah, you are live.
I'm calling from my residence in Tower Estate.
Your name, please?
Madam Kura said this. I went to that place before as Galino. We were there until the king last year, January, February, somehow. Even our recommended firing by Mr. Kuma, the former assistant minister, the dismissed. They were paying all 2 mobile money in the state. Talk CDC was doing. I call my phone in, they listening, they know. And the same thing they were paying all in before the dismissal. So large, you carry on there.
Okay.
Nothing better. And the same system is following the same thing. What they say, payroll party, and the same thing. She been doing.
All right. Okay. Okay, let's talk to you. Morning.
Good morning, Jacob.
Morning, Chief.
Promise, good morning.
Good morning.
This is Roosevelt Marwa, and I call from Tobago. You see, anyway, thanks for the show, and I've been listening. But one thing I have to say is that if hearing the madam is saying that there is no attendance record for the past 6 years, because I'm one of those who are affected. So I think you know that Honor Joseph Boaga administration will work for 3 months. So I'm just telling us too, there was no, because every blessing day they used to come to our offices for attendance list. Every day people will come for verification. In our 3 months, there was verification more than 5 systems. So all of the attendance that they were taking and carrying, where are they? So that just showed that that's a very big lie. This thing was evil because I can remember on one of those instances, President Boaga at the time, Ambassador Boaga said that when I come to power, where there will be 500, I will call it down to 100. It was plain. So it is not just something that just came from the blue sky. The woman said it. And after he came to power, he implemented it. So it's just a lie. But like what? Yes. Like what you guys are saying, if there's a need that someone can appear on the radio will say some of these things, what is the position they call lady in waiting?
I want to know that position me I'm interested in. That position you're calling in waiting.
I listen to you, lady in waiting. At what point of time in a supplementary payroll employee was making $5,000 US. 118,000 Liberian dollars.
285,000 Liberian dollars. Let's talk to somebody. 0776 104 104. Morning.
Yeah, good morning, Hita. How you doing? This is Joyce Raven.
Go ahead, Joyce.
Yeah, I want to work with Minister of State before.
And you know about the position. You ever serve in a position called lady in waiting?
No, there is nothing there called lady in waiting. Everyone was taking the same salary. Coordinator parking, she said that she don't know how job we are paying us. And we 2 places, they are not able to pay us. So we work with them for 3 months, from January, February, March, before they pay us in April.
Okay.
Before they pay us, they're going to protest. We got to protest, and I was heading that protest. Me and the young woman, yeah, we're heading that protest.
Benu Yango?
Yeah. So they,
Bendu Yango?
Yeah, Bendu Yango and myself. We don't want heading our protest to the marshal. I'm George Robert. And our own office going on. So they lie. They lied. They told that they couldn't work with us. They told us that they couldn't work with us. So now we for job. We are they cannot work with us. And even some of our people that they did. And Habakamuka, where you call Habakamuka is there. She worked with us before, but they hear her there. And one other boss on the protocol is there too. All of them. Some of them are working on the data for them that was giving the information in our group. They wanted they talk for more us and had a second on how to make a payroll. That's what it did.
Okay, thank you. 0776104104. Let's talk to this person. Morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
My name is D. Arizona F. Daddy, and I do join you from Broadview.
Okay.
Quickly, I just want to react to the statement the previous caller made after they would talk about his salary.
Mm-hmm.
You know, while it is true that it is right to criticize the government when it do wrong, but sometimes you got to be honest when you come to the day schools. I heard a friend saying that you were making $350 USD to 5,000, and that speaks that he did not even understand and that is same salary discrepancy that you're talking about. It's not possible that you make $50 USD and you make 5,000 like Renatos. So that even shows that you don't even know his salary.
Okay.
You get me?
All right.
So when you come into the day school, you come with fat.
All right. At least you know the men salary more than the men who are working. Morning.
Good morning.
Morning, Chief.
I'm making.
Mm-hmm. Morning. Okay. I want to see what I can do a draw here to give money to somebody, but let's pick this call. Morning.
Yeah, good morning, Ega.
You're live. Go ahead, Chief.
Yeah, but my president, I want to thank you guys. You guys are doing extremely well. But it's contrary. For me, I speak as an elderly man, right?
Mm-hmm.
We've been around for long. They nepotism and they tribalism, it will not help like the world. You can sack a group of people that were gainfully employed. Hello?
Yeah, go ahead, Chief. You're live.
Then because you come to power and you start those kind of practices, bad practice, labor practices, that kind of thing, and people are justifying it in the morning time, young people for that matter. That might brought the war. Because when Joe took over 1980 to 1995, after he had the election rigged, he decided to bring some crime from the interior. Now you have no credential. And that kind of same thing that people do here. So you people are very young at this time. You need to stand up. Because the people, their age are already expired. And they don't have much to do. Like Grace Bay them been working a long time. When was children going to school. So let's talk about the elderly man. Just living with that man back. So why should you come back and do the kind of way back in, criminality, lying at that openly? The war is open. Information is all over the place. So why should they lie at that? For us, we are ministers, at least we're able to do ourselves. But you guys are young, you got future, and the people damaging the country. Look at Liberia. Look at Liberia. Liberia used to be a country, a beacon of hope, where nations used to come for vacation here. But look at Liberia. Moreover, they're a good land.
Okay, thank you,
Thank
Chief.
you, my brother.
Thank you so kindly for your participation. Let's talk to another person. Morning. Morning, man, Sisi.
I have been good pressure.
Yeah, okay.
Right? For this beautiful platform. This is my sister. Look, we told the people they need to listen. You understand? Let to be in the office and before you done. All those are calling today, they're calling this time. No! They all after that help. And the president of having the authority of the country of power to do everything. But we told the people they didn't listen. Today they are crying. For me, I'm not going to this country before for any government in this country. I mean, I'm one job, part-time job, and they go do my lady, and pass the job and living home. But what many people they didn't listen to what they want to talk when they kill it, what's for them. But they put out something to say about what's in the point, they were available, you could see them live, where you could see the people. But when they kill it, they also go see. What about the joker? When you told the people, today you getting people over there, all that they're waiting. What kind of job was the lady waiting in this country? If anybody want, there's no lady waiting there to say they're waiting for what they're waiting for job.
So somebody say the lady in waiting is a lady that is a tenant of the first lady. So
okay, thank God.
Yeah.
So the people get understand what we're telling them. It will get the night will get to them. The next time when you go to work, even when you are angry, you must think twice before you go. When you go to say that read between the last window.
Okay.
I am making the found thing. Let me be there. I'm not be complacent. We do all kind of things. They put money for them like they can't put like 5,000. Common job, people stupid job. They think that now you guys, they will come and say, they have your salary.
Okay.
They make him
All right. Oh, morning.
Good morning. How you doing?
Morning.
My brother,
Yeah, go ahead.
thank you for your excellency to True FM, Freedom FM rather. I've been monitoring you. Anyway, Mike Bemene calling for Buchanan Grand Bassa County, one of Paul County fan here.
Go ahead, Chief.
Now, Eka.
Go ahead.
Yeah, let me tell you, the people, they lie to we the citizens until God is punishing them. And God will continue punishing the people. What you said what happened yesterday, what you have repeat today. You go share that skill, you take gold from that spirit from there, you put that name on the payroll. That's what they're trying to tell us. For the year I was born, I'm 57 years old now. I never hear any position by the name of Lele in waiting, except Waka and whosoever tell us what's the meaning of Lele in waiting.
So I want to know who are the Lele in waiting to the former first lady is important. Let me do a draw to give 5,000 to somebody here quick, then we'll continue with more costs. Yeah, that issue that happened to our president at the airport yesterday, we want to speak about that. So we want to speak about that, and maybe we can also talk about the dialysis situation. It's important for us to echo the plight of Liberians who are struggling with their health condition. It's important. 268 73. So it's important for us to echo the plight of those who are struggling with their health conditions and all of that. Let's talk to somebody here. Give them money. *799 *11# is the code. Morning.
Morning, sir.
Morning, Chief. This is Hagar, and I'm calling you from Freedom FM.
Good morning.
Yeah. So, you played the cash giveaway this morning?
Yeah.
How many times you played?
8 times.
8 times. So you use 1,600.
Yeah.
Okay. So you receive 5,000. Check up on your phone. You've received 5,000 as part of our winners this morning.
All right. Thank you.
Okay. All right. So yes, that's where we are. We will give out more money here. *799 *11#. *799 *11#. Let's speak just few calls. Morning. Okay, you want to pick up from that end? Talk to that person. Then we'll move on from here.
Good morning.
Go ahead.
Yeah, good morning, sir.
Morning, Chief.
Yeah, this is Prince. And Prince there. I phone you from my Trinidad SC resident. Can you imagine Hagar? That Korean crowd talk about woman. I beg for her father, my grandfather taught her father. So they our own citizen side. After they took over the border, I beg her, I spoke the direct to her. I even make a attempt to see them or father at the Ministry of Labor. There was no. I beg her in the direct. Never listen. That thing they call delay in waiting. They get it there. The former president was happening, or the former president Ellen will get it. They was the delay in waiting to the former president because she did tell the EPS, they told the mayor ambassador. So wretched, so loud. And my president number calling on the money.
Okay.
They can't just be there and so you gave me facts. Excellent.
Okay. All right. Let's talk to this person from this end. Morning.
Good morning.
Morning, Chief.
Good morning.
Go ahead.
Good morning, Hagar.
Good morning, you live, boss. Good morning. You getting me? Oh, wow. We can keep you. Let's talk to this person. Morning. Hello? Hello? Okay, let's talk to Edmond Carr since the other people, the visually impaired guy who is keeping, I know what I'm going to say. You can say the unprepared president or president feed to the fire. Which one?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. Unprepared president feed to the fire.
Go ahead, my dear brother.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you. And Mr. Good morning to your co-host this morning.
I always telling my friend that thanks God that we were able to be around today in Liberia, because what we witnessed during the presidency of President Weah by the particular ruling party, and seeing them doing, if even they were doing one, they are doing more than 10 of what they criticized yesterday. It's quite frustrating for them, not for us, because we were fully aware that Bouaga could not be a president that could have been in charge to really know what go on around him. And then the mistake that he made, the real die-hard unity partisan, he kept it away from him. So the people that he brought close to him in the executive mansion, they are the ones that are causing the damage for him. I can tell you that. So where are we with this Minister of State issue? Yesterday, in fact, they referred to it as being illegal. They told Nathaniel Manke to LACC that he was using supplementary payroll to pay 800 of our citizens. It was illegal. Wakawa Manke was, though, he was operating under a presidential mandate, so you cannot prosecute him for that. How come? You have come to start using the same system, in fact, using it the wrong way. The last time they were there, when they illegally removed all of them, they went there on a protest. They were visible. They were crying. They still around here. Some of them are living in Claratown, Dual community. They call on Veda Media, they are around. Now you're on a time, we're talking about spirit. Where even the Unity Party people are looking for job. They can't get it. The least to talk about us who are opposition. Then you go to look for spirit to get a job. So all of the budget that you control, all of the money that you're eating, it's not enough again. And the crowd family getting to be some kind of group of people now in the country need to be careful with. The last time I checked, his father is selling 8,000
jobs.
Clearing or you call permit to our father while we here and need it. Then he told us put it down 800 people employing spirit. So where are we with this?
We are in like Europe, Baga like Europe.
I heard my friend a brother who still call.
Okay.
Okay.
All
You go and say something to us.
Thank you, Edmond. Thank you. Let's talk to this person. Morning 0776 104 104 86 500 104. Go ahead.
Good morning, Ada.
Morning, brother.
Yeah. For me, I'm looking for them to add men waiting there too.
Man, waiting. You know that our country. What gonna be? I just say the lady waiting and Louis making $285,000 like $10 so over 4,000 USD. Then you say more another man waiting. What gonna man? So what gonna problem? Morning.
Yeah, Ita.
Morning, Chief.
Our speech when you come here, he said you are sending money to people that anyway that won't count the fund for
Oh, okay. Sorry about that. Go ahead.
And I was saying this to say that this government do not want to be fair to the Liberian people who stood under the sun and rain to elect this government. We expect.
So I want. I come in, Chief. Be sincere to your conscience, right? I want you to be sincere to your conscience. Did you support and voted the Unity Party government?
Mr.
Be frank.
Look, even I go in my bed, if I lie to everybody, I would never ever in my
I will use. Oh, you now voted for them, right?
But once the majority voted
oh, okay, yeah. Oh, okay. I wanted to ask you a question, but yeah, go ahead. I thought you voted for them. I wanted to ask you.
No, but what you have voted for Joseph Bouaga?
But the men are even being
no, but you see every party.
Go ahead.
Related to you.
Go ahead, Chief.
Because when Friday got there, we were talking about your weapon leaving cry. I think you heard it. You heard it because they said they wanted for your weapon to die in pre-cry. So God said no, that's your way. Because now they say happy will be entire fire.
Yeah, I come look for that recording. I will play right here where Hassan Fadiga was praying for Joe. We had to die in plane crash. I come and play it. Yeah, we.
Yes, so that what happened to them? So even the next door after them, so let me not all the spirit of Thomas Tennessee for all over Broadway. Let them be paying them. God will see that. Thank you, man.
Thank you so kindly. I'm looking for that video. I will play. We can take just few calls on this topic, and then yes, we move on to another round of conversation here. Morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning.
You live? Go ahead, boss.
Hello?
Go ahead.
Good morning.
Okay, I'm sure it's from your phone. Yeah, it's from your phone. I want to get this recording. I want to get a video. Yeah, give me a few seconds. I will play it. Morning.
Good morning, Chief.
Go ahead, boss.
Hi there.
Yeah, I'm okay. Thank God for grace. Go ahead.
Good morning.
Go ahead, boss.
Good morning, Chief.
Go ahead. You live?
Good, Chief.
No, I can't continue. Okay, so folks, that does it. Let's listen to this recording from Hassan Fadiga. Let's listen to him right here. Let's listen to Hassan Fadiga.
People want us to believe that Joseph Boakai is strong. He's tough on corruption, including.
No, this is not the one. I wonder where he said we should die in plane crash. I will get it shortly. Yeah. So let's take Crime Stoppers break, and then when we come back right here, we continue with more conversation here. Right here.
You talking on our radio stuff?
Which one? I saw your appearance in Harry. When you say?
Yes, the concert.
It's about musical. There are crimes in many places. In every community, you can see. So if you see crime, you will report it. Don't take law in your hands for the right authority. That it can't take your law in. Crime Stopper here for us, bringing safety to your door. Whether you rich or you poor, if you see you must talk it, and I mean you cheche. Do it for your safety. If you see it, don't keep it. You must call to report it. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia. From the center to interior, Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia. From the center to interior, Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us.
Crime Stopper Liberia is your community crime fighting partner. Don't take the law into your own hands. Remember, if you see a crime, report it. This is a message from your own self, Old Man Sam Cyan.
Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia. From the center to interior, Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crime for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia. From the center to interior, Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us.
Yes. Yeah. Let me get you the Hassan Fadiga.
Spend that culture of this nonsense. This man is bad. There is no joke. If you think that what is going on in Liberia is a joke, there is nothing to joke about. I hate him to the point that I wish I was sick to bang his ass so he can die.
You're sorry for the words you say.
I said it.
Yeah, you're sorry about that, but yeah, listen to the meat of the conversation.
I said it. I wish that plane could fall down in the sea, and I've seen so many people prophesy that. But if that one was spare Liberia, then so be it. But I wish all of Liberia. I don't care who else is president, but these guys need to die today instead. No, can you imagine? We fought war, we did all kinds of things. Some were in refugee camp. I was shot. We did all kinds. Numerous plane trips that you fly around, fall in the ocean so you can die and spare that culture of this nonsense. This man is bad. There is no joke. If you think that what is going on in Liberia is a joke, there is nothing to joke about. I hate him to the point that I wish I was sent to bang his ass so he can die today. I said it.
Correct. The good thing about it,
I wish that that plane could fall down in the sea. And I've seen so many people prophesy like that. But if that one was spare Liberia, then so be it. But I wish that God would take this man out of Liberia. I don't care who else is president, but these guys need to die today instead. No, can you imagine? We fought war, we did all kinds of things. We all went in refugee camp. I was shot. We did all that numerous plane trips.
Okay, so and then after this, I want to play the one that happened to our president last night. It just shot something. Just listen to how it was. Like maybe I will try to share it on live camera so you're here. This was when all cameras were waiting to see the arrival of our president. All the media outlets and things were waiting to see the arrival of our president. And this is it, how it happened. So the president plane landed, the private jet landed, and after a couple of minutes, there was a very dark smoke. Yeah, a very dark smoke to where the plane landed. You know, normally the plane would land and then use the wrong way to come to where they come to the terminal side. So when the president plane landed, while people were waiting, journalists were waiting, all cameras were set, the EPS personnel prepared to receive the president and all of that. Then a white smoke was noticed to the plane that just landed. And the EPS guy had to tell the people to cut the camera. You could know, if you listen to it, I will play it. If you listen, you will know how terrible and dangerous it was for our president. So let's just listen to it shortly. So I can know how dangerous this was for our president. Let me try to share it on the Facebook feed. So you know, I want to share with so you people can see. This is it. Just shot something. Okay, let's get it out right here so you can see how terrible it was yesterday for our president. And these are things we continue to pray against as a people and as a country. We all as Liberians should always continue to pray against these things. So after the plane landed, the only thing the people could see that smoke. So the EPS guy was asking, what happened? You're listening. If you look far ahead of you, you will see a very white smoke, like the cloud. Okay, then you hear the EPS guy. You heard him? No, you're listening. Okay, so to tell you how terrible it was on yesterday when the president arrived in this country, let's listen. You will hear them shouting, asking all of the media outlets there to put off the camera. Okay. So at this point, everyone attention was on the I didn't put this on camera. I'm sorry about that. Okay, let me try. It's good at this shot. Okay.
Jeez. Put up.
So at this point, you could know how terrible it was for our country. And sincerely, we are grateful to God that God was able to protect and spare our president's life on yesterday. But this is it. No one Liberian who got this country at heart will ever pray for the president to die. No, we can't pray for that. God forbid. all that we can pray for as Liberians is to ensure that the president is able to do the right thing for the people. If he doesn't, we pray that he had the opportunity to take us to election. And then when we go to the election, Liberians can decide from there what they want for themselves. But what happened yesterday was very terrible. And again, whenever you try to speak to somebody, for every time you want to engage somebody, whenever, even if the person, you think the person did something to you that is so hurting, the person did something to you that is making you to feel so bad, the best that you can do as a person is to at least pray for that person, forgive them, and just let them live with their conscience. But you listen to the recording I played before displaying the president incident situation at the incident at the capital, the Rabos International Airport, right? So this guy, Hassan Fadiga, who is a strong member in the Unity Party, now he even served the Drug Enforcement Agency as one of the deputies. Hassan, during their days in opposition, were praying for the president to die, George Weah. They were all praying for George Weah to live in plane crash. So that was his prayer. Even he said if he was snake, he was going to bite the president and ensure that the president died. Because he felt the president was not doing the right thing. So this is the case. They say when you pointing one finger at somebody, the remaining 4 or 5 is, the 4 is coming back to you. So for every time you're pointing your finger, the rest is coming back to you. So you sat, because you are a supporter of Joseph Boakai, in opposition, you felt the only easier way that Boakai could become president is when George Weah died. So you pray for George Weah to die in plane crash, or get sick and die, or if he was a snake, you're going to bite him and ensure that he died. Now, God being God, he got his own way of saving people and protecting people. God protected this man that is so much hated. Weah did not at one point in time experience what was experienced yesterday with our president. Weah did not experience it. This is the very same black guy who nearly gave up on his inauguration day. These are incidents where these are life-threatening incidents. Boakai could not complete his inaugural address. He had to face a health complication where the speech had to be cut short. The ceremony had to be cut short. Weah that you so much hated, Weah served for 6 years, I should say. He served for 6 years without one day experiencing anything like this. Did you hear one day that Weah fell off, they carried him to hospital in Ghana, in this place, in that place? Did you hear one day that Weah was speaking, he gave up or he fainted? No. Even though you all were praying for his death. But God being God, he got his own way of making you to regret your action. I told somebody, I said there are 2 ways that God can make you regret your action. One is he make you regret your action and give you an opportunity to repent. That is one. He make you regret your action and sometimes you don't have the opportunity to repent. That is 2. In the case of Paul, when he was Saul, involving killing Christians and all of that, God made him to regret his action, made him blind, regretted his action, and God brought him back to his senses. In the case of Jonah, disrespected God, God made him to regret his action. In the case of Moses, all what he did, God brought him up the mountain and showing the promised land and said, you see over there that the promised land, but you will never enter there. So all that he said, all what he said, he never had the opportunity to say, "When I go there, when I continue with this to carry the people, I will change." No, God said, "No, you will stay right here. You're not going there." So in this case, Hassan Fadiga, who have prayed for George Weah death all through the last 6 years, Weah did not die. Weah did not experience any medical complication that could have lead to his death. Weah safely completed his 6 years, turned over power, and since then, we've not heard him, we've not heard anything that Weah have fallen sick and he has been taken to this hospital. But Hassan Fadiga, the man that Hassan was praying for Weah to die for, is the man whose life is continuously being threatened. He nearly died. He nearly fell off at the his inauguration address. Yesterday, incident was something that could lead to his death. You see how it is not good for you to pray evil for somebody. I told somebody, I say, it is not. There are some people in this life that I can't just fight. Being frank with you, there are some people in this life that I can't just fight. I'm talking about physical fighting. But come use the platform, deal with you, do that one. No. I got some friends and all of that. In as much as I will not shoot you when you do the wrong things, but I feel your position you got, I should not fight you because you are in that position. No, it is not my business to do so. It is not my business to fight you. There are some people you just cannot fight. Because the thing about grace is so big, and whenever you try to fight somebody's grace, God can use that grace to disgrace you. And this is the case with Bwaka and his legs. Bwaka, all along you pray for Weah death. Bwaka woman nearly died. She had to be rushed to Ghana for her kidney and other things to be worked on. You pray for Weah to die. Bwaka is on a injection. Every week he goes for injection. That's how he's surviving. So all of these things, it is not always good when you are in certain position. For whatever reason, you decide to go after somebody who is in that position or who is in where you're vying to go. So it's good to always be careful on how you do things and how you see things.
The thing about life is you don't wish people bad because you don't know what the next moment have, right? So all along you've been praying for former President Weah, right, to die, and then right now what happened yesterday? What happened yesterday was it was terrifying. It was not easy for someone to be faced with death. It's not easy. But then there's another thing. You guys thought that we were going to be praying or hoping, wishing that President Bwaga didn't make it. But you're lying. Because for us, we want him to end his 6 years. We want him to fulfill all of the promises that was made to the Liberian people. We want him to rescue us and bring us a better Liberia. Though we are not seeing it because the government haven't sat down yet. I think the government need like 3 to 4 years or maybe the whole 6 years to sit down properly. But then we need it. So if you think we're going to pray for him we are not even doing it. We pray that he stays healthy and make sure that Liberia goes to another level, because we are not taking that. But it's just something to tell you, you don't pray for evil to another person.
No, you don't.
Why if you that were praying for President we have to die for now and die today? So we should go spit on your grave and say, okay, this man was praying for this person to die. No. You people are doing the politics with so much hatred. And we are not seeing what you hating on your friend for, right? We are not seeing it. So because this person is being loved by Liberians, this person has been favored by God. So you want that particular person to go down only to please your selfish interest and your egos. That's not how life goes. So it's just something to tell you what you're wishing on another person might come back to you in double fold.
Mm-hmm.
And Liberia is not in the position to have our sitting president being taken away by any means.
God forbid.
We are praying for him to live long and end his 6 years. If he can go for 12 years, Liberian people will be the ones to make that call. But we are not praying for anything negative to happen to him.
So the BBC is reporting this morning that plane carrying Liberian president involved in landing scared. Yeah, that's the headline story for BBC this morning. Plane carrying Liberian president involved in landing scared. And it says flights were temporarily disrupted at Liberia main airport on Thursday night after a private jet carrying President Joseph Boakai almost crashed while landing. Part of the presidential jet's landing gear malfunctioned while approaching the runway, causing a rough landing, airport authorities said. The incident, which sparked panic at the airport, forced the cancellation of all scheduled flights for the night, local media reported. President Boakai, who was returning from a trip in Nigeria with his entourage, was safely evacuated unharmed as authorities announced an investigation. And that is it. Photos of the stalled jet at the Rabos International Airport circulated on social media, triggering concerns about the president's safety. Local media citing airport authorities said one of the plane tires had burst upon landing, leaving it stranded on the runway. In a statement, the Liberia Airport Authority, or the LAA, confirmed the unfortunate near accident situation involving the presidential jet. The authority dismissed reports suggesting that the incident was caused by poor runway condition. The runway infrastructure remains fully compliant with international aviation safety standards, the LAA said. The aircraft has since been removed from the runway and normal operations have resumed at the airport, the authorities said. At this stage, investigation to establish the actual cause of the incident is ongoing, and the airport authorities is established a culture cause is ongoing. Airport authorities will keep the public informed, the LAA said. The Liberian presidency is yet to comment on the incident, but it shared photos of President of Boakai arriving at the airport, where he briefly spoke to journalists without mentioning the plane scared. He had gone to Nigeria to attend the 50th anniversary of the Regional Economic Community of West African States, or ECOWAS. And that is it. So these guys are on serious group of people. They continue to lie their way. They want to even make it appear like the president. I think where we saw, where I display video here for the people won't make it look like it never happened, but BBC is reporting that it happened.
So it's like BBC is telling the executive mansion that they are lying.
No, the executive mansion telling BBC that they lie.
No, because
as BBC did their story before, the executive mansion could go there to go be doing that.
No.
So
as soon as that video popped up concerning the whole plane saga, that was when the executive mansion came up to say that earlier on today the president arrived home safely with his entourage. So tell us now, what we saw was not.
But promise is important. That thing we just said it in passing. They can decide to do it any way they want.
Yeah, that's
their business. You want Harley, you Harley. Continue to hire in other Western countries, even in other African countries. When there are situations involving the president, the relevant authorities, people who are responsible to speak, they speak and make clarity on issues of concern. But unlike so in our country, when issues involving Boakai is brought to public glare, the executive mansion is always at the defense. They always try to make it appear like, all that is happening, all that Liberians are seeing, all that Liberians continue to see, and all that they are saying, they are all lies. But it's terrible. But having said that, I want to share this video with you on the Facebook page. We just said that thing in passing. So I just want to share this with you on our Facebook page. This is a situation involving patients, people who are always going to the GFK go dialysis section. Let me try to display that on camera so you know what we're talking about here. Just give me a few minutes, and you will listen. You will see it. Then from there we can have a conversation on what it is. Let's get it here and set up. Firstly, okay, so we're good. Let me get this. Okay, we just pick calls later on the both of us, but let's listen to let's see this. Let's follow this, please. If you're following on Facebook or on YouTube, let's go.
We pay this money and we are just sent home with our receipt. They say no material for the take treatment. We are always denied because of shortage of material. And this is the only place in Liberia that we can take such treatment. We are suffering, and whenever they send us home, we have no other hospital to go to survive. Even this week, we have lost 3 of our colleagues. 3 of our colleagues who want to go home with a receipt. The treatment is not free. The money we are paying, where does the money go? We are struggling, so we are calling on the government to please come and help us. It's not easy. As you can see the feet. You can put your camera up, man. You see the feet. See the stomach is growing. You can see the tip here. But there's no treatment. To us, there's no material. We are paying money for me. I can pay $360 US dollars every week, per week. Even the money I paid on Friday, just the receipt I carry all. I was denied treatment because of lack of material. So we are.
Is this what the hospital is telling you? No materials or no medicine to treat you? What exactly are they telling you?
Yes, the hospital is telling us no material. So every patient are sent home without treatment after paying the money for almost 2 weeks. We have been denied treatment because of no material, and the treatment is not free. We are paying money. Why are they doing with the money? That's the issue here. It's not the first time, it's not the second. For every time we try to engage the CEO, her name is Linda A. Brecht. Sometimes she will just leave us in her office and walk away. There's no good response, and we don't even know when material will be available. So our left now is threatening government has to come in to help.
Let's talk to some of your colleagues. Are you one of them? Okay, what's your name?
I'm Christopher Tia.
How long you been here at the hospital?
Next month, maybe a year now. I came here last year, June, sick, without sickness. And through the hospital, and by the grace of God, I've been going through. Yeah, I think as you can see, now huge person looking at here with Bali, but because the sickness, it trapped me. That same mark my brother show you, I got my own up here. And you can see my feet, although it ain't swell up because of some basic treatment that I taking on my own. Yeah, but it happened. It's been happening for some time. Sometimes we'll go there a week, 2 weeks. They say no treatment, we'll bear it. The day treatment come up, we'll come. But it happened last week. I did my dialysis. Thursday I came for my dialysis. They told us that material finished. And I due to do my dialysis Monday and Thursday, which is today. I didn't do it for that 2 times. Because for my treatment now they put me on 2 days in a week. So
you are improving.
Yes. So they dropped me to 2 days. So I only 2 days, and the 2 days I paid $240. Because when I go, I have to buy blood, which is that injection. You have to put in Iron C Pro. I will buy it. So when I added to the $95, it will take me the $115. So that I pay per day. So the 2 days, I'll be paying the $230.
2 days in a week?
In a week.
And a daytime, is that a month you pay?
Yeah. So the next day, I will pay the same $115. So anytime I come here, so that's why I can pay. So the payment now, we got a problem. Some of us struggling to afford the money. We can go hustle. Some of us can go hustle. Some of us, family are helping us. But you know sometimes family will be done all the time. So you come here and you get a discouraging news and then no redress. The administrator is just giving us back feeding. She give her face turn to the front, then her back face to us. Yeah, she looking at us. She care about her feeling. Only thing she after that money. Holiday and Saturday, no treatment. So that they carrying the patient backward. Like my brother said right here, since we started the treatment at 2 weeks now, since they started the thing, we have lost 3 patients. But if we start checking it will be more than 3. But the recent one, 3. Yesterday was the last one. Our friend called Achi. He passed off yesterday, very innocent JFK. And you looking at anything, it pinning you. It pinning you. Go in the ER now. Maybe you see me, I look good. And man, it's okay, so I don't know why you complaining. No. We are advocating for tomorrow, our friends. Go and see. They put lie on the floor. They don't have beds here to give them. That our mother here, her son is being the chair and lying at 2 o'clock. They just putting water into him. Our main reason of calling you people the Spoon FM to intervene to our situation. We are dying. No care has been given us. The people not even concerned about bringing material right now. And now everybody get a hand to go Ghana to do dialysis. After 1-2 months, you come back to continue here. So we begging government, the money we pay here is too much for the people to play fun out of us. So we want government to intervene. At least, if they got budget for the place, that they go into it and add it up. Let they tap the budget up. Because I heard from the scene workers here, it was 50,000. But it's small.
For the dialysis center.
For dialysis center, it's small. I think almost 200 plus in dialysis patients in this country. The one that are losing their life, put them there. We are alive. And by the grace of God, some of us staying here. So I want to thank you people so much.
So when you look there, you see there are other patients in the vehicle there because we have to tell them to come outside to talk to them. We cannot talk to them in the hospital. Some of them, because of that condition, they cannot walk to come the distance, and they cannot even leave their current position to come and talk to us. So there are many of them here. We'll talk to this madam. What's her name?
Frederica Gibson.
Frederica, what are you hearing from the JFK regarding the dialysis center?
myself, I'm a dialysis patient. I come to the place 2 times. 2 times a week. We just begging the government to please come to our aid. It's not easy. With all the things, some people, at least for us, by the grace of God, we trying. But when you enter the ER, you see people lying there. Children of underage children. Because one little baby there, one the smallest among us there, he lying in the ER. Every day we come here, they feel they spend 2 weeks now. There is no treatment because the people say everything finished. And we are begging the government to put us in a budget. Because if they don't do it, we'll have more people to lose their lives. We are appealing as they dropping the price too. As they talking to the police, you come and bring the price down for us. It's not an easy thing. We're appealing to them, the nurses and the doctors are doing their best. At least for us now, we know you can see me now. Yes, by the special grace of God. At least, but the other people, you go in the car, you see another man, and see him behind staring, he's swelling. You see the budget, just now, I'm telling you, we're losing our friends. And we're more than 200 people in there. Yeah.
How does this sickness treat you when you are not taking medication regularly and the equipment are not available?
You can't make it. Your breathing system. Some people have itchy skin. You have sleep at night. Your body will be swollen. For example, you saw the mention you last year now. You see what you see surprise. Another man in there. People, even if they can't enter the place, we got a lot of people that are swelling. So we are appealing the government, begging Joseph Human Parker, and I know the message should reach to him to talk to his people. The people in our house, they pass in different budget, but they're not particular about JFK. That the only center that has the dialysis center here, so they need to focus on us here. We are human, we are Liberians. We can't go Ghana to go to hospital. We can't afford it. So we are appealing to them. We're begging the government to help us. It's not an easy thing. This is not my body. We're begging the government, we're begging the Spoon FM family to talk for us. We are appealing to the government to put us in their budget. Nana, no treatment. People go, you don't know what happened tonight. I may be standing on here, but going on my way, you don't know that how they treat you, how they can't treat you. You find 2 minutes, the next minute you're done. So we're begging them. Let us try to talk to the people, the administration, to help us to send for our treatment.
What are some of the treatment that you can receive that the people are not giving you?
No, for now, the blood line, the water line, they got small thing there, the medication that they can put in injection and thing there. The other thing we say the equipment. So we just begging it. If the money not there, they say they play in the budget, so the money we pay here, it's not serving us. So we begging the government to come in to help the hospital. That is all around the world. The hospital can make it. The government need to come down. Most countries, the insurance, we begging them, the machine, the whole center here, 8 machines are only working. Almost 200 plus here. So it's not the nurses, they call the doctors and the cost, but because the treatment are here and the machines are not enough for us.
So the machines cater to one person at a time or what?
One person at a time on one machine. For 4 hours. We saw it for 4 hours. But when they treat about 10 person, the machine fail. Because the 10 person, 8 will go there first. 8 will go there. So you will 2 will stand by. Then after that stand by, maybe they may not treat you that day. They may not treat you that day. So we are appealing to them. We need more machines. We need our materials to be regular for us. We are Liberians. We are appealing to them to please help us. It's not an easy thing. To live on our machine, we live on our machine. God first and our machine. Because it's not for God to this tomorrow, we'll not be sitting all here. And God using them to help us. So we, the community, to help the people too, to be able to help us. Thank you, Spoon family, for coming to our aid.
Okay, so we want to talk to more of the people, but let's talk to another lady. She's in a very appalling, condition. Madam, what's your name?
My name is Surprise Couple.
How long have you been coming to the hospital here?
July making me 1 year. I've been coming here. I can come 3 times a week, but they put me on 2 days. I pay $95 every 2 days. But we pay our money since 2 weeks now, no material. As you can see me, I'm getting sweater. See my stomach? Yeah. No material, and me, I live with my father, single father, who is breakdown, he's sick. I go on air and beg people for help. You tell you don't see me before on air. I beg people for help. And they send it, I come for treatment. And that money too much for us. We're not working. When we come for them to treat us, they tell us that no material, and not for not second, not tear. And we go to the woman don't get nothing to tell us. She can't even follow us to the center to go see what happening. She only there put the blink on the doctor. And we go back. She get us swim off. And we dying slowly out. They sickness treat us in the night. Today you see us sitting like that normal, but in the night we don't sleep. When normal human beings sleep, not how we sleep. We sit in chair, poor people okay if not tear pray and they sickness get really used in the night. You wake up, you go in the bathroom, you wake up, you sit on outside, you sleeping. Everybody sleeping. The way I sit here and move, I go where my breath will cut. I gotta sit down for an hour. It really using us. Go come from that machine and sleep up. We go on that machine, we sleep for that time. But we can't no material, pay that money. So begging the government to come to our help. We really need our help. We dying slowly. We dying, no help for us. Let them come to our help, let them save us. We beg them, let them help us. Because our money is too much for us. Let them come, they can't see us. We dying. Have our friend GFK now. And they will get some of the material, tell them what they in GFK before they treat us. How the material that they get, the bottom material they get, if for people who create a car, and I'm create a car. Now everyone won't get money in GFK. You go GFK, yeah, one day you pay close to 100 a year. What are you taking it from? And their sickness, not GFK, now hospital sickness, and dialysis sickness. You get ready to go ahead and drop on you, put enough water in you. When you fighting to take all the water from you, you get this sweater. So I say, I'm going to go to and carry GFK in the dialysis. No, we are. Before they treat us. So we're begging them, let them come to our help. We're suffering. Yeah. Surprise couple.
I'm losing consciousness, so I have to
Okay,
go off.
okay, we have to
Regain. I'll come back.
bring this down. And I purposely thought
I
for
say
this
sorry.
to be, for those of you
I
who are
cannot
following
continue
us,
this life.
or who are still following us online, I purposely thought for this to play so that you get first-hand information and understanding from the people who are feeling the pinch. And this is terrible for our country. As you speak, the courage to even continue this conversation, yeah, it's something terrible for us. It's something very terrible for our country. And trust me, all that I can say to you here is that I don't know, but let's get an understanding of what a dialysis is, right? A dialysis section is a medical procedure. It's a medical procedure used to filter the blood when the kidneys are not functioning properly. You know, your kidney play a very serious role in keeping you strong and moving. So when your kidney are not functioning, some things that you're supposed to do as a human being that you're supposed to do free and clear, just quick, it becomes terrible for you. It becomes difficult. And when you start to face that set of complications, now then you have to be going for a dialysis section. It removes waste. It removes waste products, excess fluid, and maintain electric balance. Hemodialysis, the most common step, involves using a machine to filter the blood. Treatment typically lasts for 3 to 4 hours. Yes, it's treatment. So the people, like you hear them say, they are supposed to spend 3 to 4 hours in that machine. And I scheduled 3 to 5 times per week. I listened yesterday when we were on that conversation. Somebody was telling us, say, dialysis can go for 3 days in a week. I think he said he can go. I didn't one time. Somebody said Dallas he can go for 3 days in a week. You don't do it 3 times in a week. So whenever we want to try to politicize everything that involves even our lives, then it is terrible for our country. You could be the one laying out over there tomorrow. You could be the one. Let me say this to you. For every time I see people, when I go to a funeral, for example, and you see me crying, I'm not crying purposely because of the person who have already died that they're going buried. I cry because I imagine when myself going to be in that condition. These are the kind of times you see some of us, we shed tears, we go out of funeral and all of that. I put myself in your shoes and your condition, and then the sorrow will enter. So many of you feel like today you're supporting the Unity Party, you're part of the rescue mission, you call up brigade, you this. So when things that are even or that is going to continuously affect the growth and development of our country, when these things are being said, you insult people because they are not saying it in your interest. They are not shielding these things like you are doing. You sat down yesterday and said, Dallas, you can do it 3 times or 2 times in a week and do it 1 time. But medical practitioners are telling you, go online and read about it. They are telling you dialysis can run for 3 to 4 hours a day, and you are supposed to do it 3 to 5 times per week, depending on the individual's needs. How a dialysis section is performed, or how it works. 1, needles are inserted into a vascular access, usually to allow blood to flow in and out of the body. 2, blood flow. Blood is drawn from the body and flows into a dialysis machine. 3, the machine filters the blood, removing waste and excess fluid and balance electrics. 4, the filtered blood is returned to the body through another needle. That's how you see these people are surviving. They don't sleep. That's how they can survive. They don't toilet. They don't poo-poo. Let me say it this way. They don't pee-pee like you and I can normally do freely. They have to go for them to clean their system, take off the waste. And these people are going through these things, and today you said that you want to politicize it. You want to politicize it today. And the most terrible and shocking thing, disappointing thing about the government is they are collecting money from these people. You hear the lady say she's paying $95 every 2 days. Where is she working? Especially considering her condition. She pays $95 every 2 days. Do your calculation. You're talking about $190 that a lady can pay every week or more if she's going 3 times. $190 for every dialysis section. Then the people will go there and pay their money, and the government will tell you, say, the people at the hospital will tell you, say, no material. What the money the people are spending, what are you going to, why are you using it for? Quality. And they said there are more than 200 persons we're talking about here. These people paying $75, $80, $190. What are these monies used for? And today somebody want to sit and politicize it. George, we are in 2022. Commissioned Liberia's first dialysis center because he knew the importance. He knew how important it was for the living condition of people who are faced with these medical complications. I think around March or around February in 2022, we are commissioned Liberia's first dialysis center, and he named it in honor of Madam Salif. But today, the government is not even able to maintain that dialysis center. The people say they got 8 machines there. The machines, when you work, you can't even go for 4 hours on one person, they malfunction. And you collect money from these people and leaving them with the complication. You listen to the other guy, he said, the lady in charge of that don't even give them correct answer. How you expect these people to survive? Is this the work of the government? I thought the government is supposed to be protecting the lives of every citizen. You see how disappointing it is? And today, surrogates of the Unity Party will sit there and want to politicize this issue. Why if you fall off tomorrow and go there and face this similar issue, you expect us to sit and quietly look at them? This country, until we as Liberians can change our mindset, this country is going to continuously stay on this path. These people, when today they face complications, the Buckeye, the Grace Pay, the Colinius Crowd, the Mo Ali, the Patrick Honda, when they face these issues of medical complications, they travel out of this country because they got the money, they got our sweat in our blood, they got our country's resources in their hands. They travel to go seek medical attention. But when you and I are faced with these complications, no, they care less about us. I know of a brother of mine who is a strong supporter of the Unity Party. He had labor issue in this country. The vice president could not make himself available, even though there was somebody who put his life on the line to ensure that the vice president of the Unity Party government got elected. You see how terrible it is for our country? These people, they use us during electionary periods. And when they have ascended to that position, they let us be by ourselves. When we are faced with medical complications, it is not their interest. Where are we heading as a country and as a people, man, people? Where are we? Promise, you get anything to say? We can pick course on this topic.
I'm going to add my voice to the many voices at the JFK Medical Center. You know, at the end of the video, you could see that the reporter couldn't even end the video because he felt the sorrow and pain that those people are going through. So I'm going to add my voice to the many voices and beg the legislatures, ask our government to please look into this situation. It's not easy. I have a sick mother, so I understand what these people are going through. You know, it came a time, 2021, that my mother came down with sugar. Her leg got infected and they needed to amputate the leg. And JFK again. If you don't have money in this country, you cannot survive. If you don't have money in this country, you will not get treated. So what become of the common people who are not working, people who cannot earn even $5 per day, and they are sick, but yet instead they go to the extra mile to get the money and pay for those treatments, and they are not receiving it. It is not fair to us as a country. It is not fair to us as citizens. Those people are people who supported this same government. There are people who are sick today. They stood by this government. This government believe, and we were made to believe that George Manning, we didn't do anything, that this government was going to do everything possible to make the citizens' life better. We are not seeing it. We are calling on the government to please look into this situation and solve this issue. We cannot have our people die on a daily basis on things that can be fixed. People, they're eating 36,000 of this country money that could go to the hospital. People, they're buying private jets, this and that, getting in all kind of funny thing and lousy fancy car all around here. And we have the same people that you go to that hospital to come out to vote for you. Those same people that you're called upon when it is time for election, they are now sick. It is time that you step up your game and make this country the country you promised. We are begging this government.
We are begging this government. It's important. This is not time for politics. Some of you who are supporting the rescue mission, who feel like you see us and see us as enemies, you see us and see us as people who are against your interest. This is not about Hagar's interest. It is not about Promise's interest. This is about the interest of our country. It could be me tomorrow. It could be you lying down over there or having a relative there. Is that when you want to speak to these issues? We allow ourselves to be used by politicians. And when they accomplish their mission, they abandon us, and then we start to take film and tell the public that we are calling from this abandoned part of the country. And then when it is election time again, we lost our minds. We follow rice, follow t-shirts, follow the cents and dollars, and then we give these people our lives. This is terrible. We can pick just few calls on this topic. 0776 104 104 886 500 104. I did numbers. You can call us on here this morning. 0886 104 104 0886 500 104. Sorry, 0886 500 104. 0776 104 104. I the numbers. You can call us on right here. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about this. It could be me, it could be you tomorrow. This call for concerted efforts in showing that we call on national government. George Weah, as president, saw this important, and he commissioned to Liberia first dialysis center. Not wanting to take political glory, he named it in honor of Madame Salif, who was an opposition leader. He named it in her honor. Today, where are we? The rescue mission, where are we with this? Even to maintain the already existing ones that are there. You get one health minister and deputy who only interest is their own. It's terrible for our country. It's terrible, very terrible. Let's talk to this person. Good morning. 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 Go ahead. Go ahead from this end. Let's do it this way.
And we are appreciating. And some of them are saying, for us, we were above voting up. So the government came to power with lies, and they stay content with lies. So what we try the government to do, what is doing? You see, this is so terrible thing are happening to our president. So they say we are preferred nation. They say the government is start being kind of nation there. One day we just going to one of calamity. We are begging this government. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for your participation. 0776 104 104 0886 500 104. We can just pick few calls on this topic. Then we move on. Imagine, because this is not even the political conversation to say this. Bo Baka doing this, Baka do the good thing, but people not even funding interest. This is our country. And this is the very Liberia that we as Liberians want to see better tomorrow. 0776 104 104 886 500 104. This person, morning. Morning.
You got to walk away from your monitor.
Good morning.
Hello?
Morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, good morning. How are you?
Go ahead.
Yeah, my name is Musa Kawa. I'm calling from Bananzio.
Go ahead from Badon.
I think I would want to call you any money about the radio.
Oh, okay, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, okay. I'm listening to the show, I'm following the show. It's so disheartening. Yeah. Our tears when in the general reporting. It's a serious problem in the country that we'll face the as Liberia. It's about time where we're feeling the ground. Pressure on our lawmaker, especially in the lawmaker in the district which Jeff is the other hospitals in Liberia are located. For example, district Kitson. The lawmaker needs to put everything in power in a position to not be at least. They're falling for Jeff every year. They want to have sufficient money back. It's not true. I vividly recall my mother died in 2021. Went to GFK. They could not allow my mother to get on a particular bed. One day because he said there was no bed. Came my mother from hospital to hospital. They could not come. That's the problem. To have my mother die while we don't get there. So now the company is not listening to the video. They can pay me to hear. So when my mother died in the country, but there was no hospital at that bed to rescue her.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, my brother. 0776 104 104. We can pick maybe just two calls and then call it a day onto this edition of the program. Right here, 0776 104 104 886 500 104. Let's talk to this person. Good morning. Hello. Hello.
The person is close to their monitor.
The person is hearing me, but they want to hold on the line, which is not going to work here. 0776104104 Morning.
Hello.
You're live on the radio. Go ahead.
Yeah, my name is Joseph Slomo.
Go ahead, man.
Yeah, I've listened to the people who are sick in the JFK. But now JFK is not a government hospital because what the people are doing there, it is not responding to government hospital. Common example, if you go to ERWA, you spend your money the way you want to be true. People will pay attention to you. But the government hospital that we are running to now, if you have your serious case, you go there. They will never recognize it and they will not treat you the way you want to be treated. So now the government has to pay attention to those people that do that act.
Okay. All right. Who's in Kiawu? Morning.
Yeah, thank you, Hega. Good morning.
Good morning.
This is Hussein Kew. I call you from Jacobstown. So, Hega, this is a human interest story. So this is what I call. Hega, I don't know whether you are taking a tour to the different government facilities. Redemption, JFK, and other government facilities in the different countries. It has always been a challenge as it relates to medications and services provided at those different health facilities. Government after government, we always face those. And those are basic necessities, interest of the people. Health, education, sanitation, right? Those are things that government should prioritize. But we have our own problems here. Those people in the different health facilities, I was checking the last time, government is regularly supplying all of 8 health centers with medication. I was checking that. But recent, they will supply at Riverside Health Center. The entire country will supply medication here. And even the medical officer of the country admit that yes,
So then why are the JFK the people there are complaining that materials for dialysis section are not available and they are being made to pay huge amount of money for that process, Hussein?
Yes, because you have insincere, dishonest people serving in the different facilities.
Okay, thank you. At least you've admitted that we have insincere and dishonest people. But promise, that's how we like to call on the court in segment. Go ahead.
We want to say have a blessed weekend, and we hope to be with you next Friday.
Okay. And so, folks, that's all the time we've got to be here. We're taking our weekend break to be back on, of course, on Monday. I'll be here with Abu Sharif, and then Promise and I will be here on Friday. So until we are back here, let's keep the peace of Liberia. This country is the only country that we've got, the only country that we cannot be deported from, and we must work together to ensure that this country is safe.
One more freedom, welcome.